That's even worse. Let's go. All right. So that's crazy. That's a crazy view right there. I mean, we can work on something small. We can't. Cause yeah, yeah. Oh, it's crazy windy out here. Let's go. I like it. Oh, why you do that? I only bought one cup too. Why I do that? Why you do that? And I got paint all over my hands already, bro. Like, what the heck, bro? God dang, bro. There's the stick. There's the other stick. Oh, I probably could listen to some music on the way. Y'all listen to the sound of that. What's up, Goosinator? How you doing? How's your day treating you? We're outside now, and the wind is crazy right now. Crazy, 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 crazy. The day, I don't know if this gonna work. This is too watery, man. Why would I do that? All right, I gotta change this out. Cause this cup became. Yeah, that became too much right there. What the heck is he doing? Let's see. I wanted to bring out this white and yellow. Hi, Goosinator. There we go. That should be just a tiny bit. It like it's not bad. Just didn't want it to be all liquidy and stuff. That's what it wanted to be, a liquid. It's like early in the morning. So I painted this yesterday, and I had this idea that I would paint this back piece as well. As you can see, there is purple, there's some black, red, there's green also. Most of it is, most of it is, it's just line work. That's it. That's how I describe most of the artwork that I've created. It's just line work. So the drops are supposed to be plants called triglots. And triglots are, they're a mixture between plants and um, plants and animals. So there's a crazy cycle between the two, because what happens is that the plants are so light. Well, they become dense first, right? They're dense creatures. They fall into the ocean, and then, um, yeah, that's generally how it starts out. Okay. So yeah, that's generally how they start out. Yep. So I just painted some lines so I can paint some structures of the plants. That's it. And I'm just adding little tidbits of design in between, because I'm using it as a stamp, so I can make the flora or the leaf part of. Yep, that's it. It's a very simple, like, way of painting. Instead of you painting flowers, trying to get it right, you can use like I mean you can use all different types of ways of doing it, but this is the best way that I know how to do it, through trial and error and through consistency, because I've been consistently doing this for since November. Yep, consistent, consistent, and that's all you really got to do. Just figure out what works and just stay consistent with it. Well, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, try something different. It kind of depends on how you want it to feel as you. What? I didn't turn on my headphones. did not turn on my headphones. So I. What's up, Omizu? Hold on, I couldn't see the chat. Hold on, because I'm sitting down. I couldn't see the chat. Let's see if I can see chats. Can I see the chat? I saw Omizu there. But yeah, like this is a part of my day. I tell myself that I have to get up and do something expressive. And yesterday I painted all of this yesterday. All of this is painted. So what I have to go back through, because they're just vines, I just have to paint the flora. And just like I said, they're just stamping. That's really it. I can use as many colors as I want to make it vibrant, to help it stick out. And yeah, that's what I'm about to spend most of the day doing. Yep, choosing like a little bit of a bright. There's white in here, and I added some blue. There's green that'll probably highlight through. There's yellow. It says, okay, hello everyone. Did you make your own brush? I do make my own brush. Yeah, they're a little easier. They're just made out of sponges, and I changed the tip by cutting it. And because the tip is like uh, an organic, like a rock. Once I press on it, it becomes, yeah, it becomes something different. So, and it looked like leaves. Yep, yep. I'm sharing all my secrets with the world, so take it. If that's what you want to use, take it. Yep. Because this is how we convert old into new. And yep, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. And basically, I'm just going to add more and more colors to it. And the colors will help it stand out just a. Yep. How you doing today, Omizu? You up early too, huh? You said I got to go. My internet up here sucks in Amarillo. Okay, okay, okay. Hey there. I like what you're doing. Let's go. That is very cool. Thank you, Omizu. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Goosinator, for being here for the time that you could spend. I'm glad you're up there having a good time though. Hope to hear more about your expedition. You're an adventurer now. It took you 15 hours to get to see your brother. That's cool. That's so cool. But I hope you have and enjoy your experience out there. Goosinator. Goosinator. Yeah. Yep. So I mean, these are like choice colors. And they could be whatever they want, but the darker of the background, I chose something like white or lighter uh, to to force out some of the colors. Yeah. Yep. Do you stretch your canvas? No, I don't stretch any of my canvas. I usually buy them pre-stretch. I bought these right here. This was for $1. So you can't beat that at all. You can go to Michael's or Joann's, or not Joann's, but Michael's or Hobby Lobby or whatever the heck, whatever your local, and they'll charge you the same much, same much, whatever I'm trying to say, the same amount, like much more. Um, but you can go to what, the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree has them for $1. So go figure, right? Yep. The larger canvases, I bought this some months ago for um, another show, but I didn't end up painting on it, and yeah, so that just became this canvas right here. But I'm gonna convert this into a triptych. I'm gonna put the smaller canvases on the larger ones, um, and so they can open up like doors. That's generally what I do with the large canvas. Yeah, yep, that's what I usually do. It just makes more sense. Yep. So when people get to view it, the doors will open up, and it's a little bit more of a, what's the word? It's a little bit more of a a physical experience rather than you just looking, observing, taking pictures, and talking about it. You actually get to open up the doors, um, to see what's on the inside. Not saying that there's anything specific, but there's flora and stuff like that. So as I add, and I might draw on it with a pen to add some creatures or something like that. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I've been doing. And I really enjoyed this way of creating too, because once again, I am still painting. That takes nothing away from it, but it's just a little bit of, what's the word? I need more yellow. Yeah, it's just a little bit more of a expressive. So instead of me just painting somebody, a portrait, or I can I can pretty much dab the whole time, and it creates its own structure. Yeah, yep, that's what it does. But I appreciate y'all stopping by though. It's so early in the morning over here. I had to get up early because my son's starting school, and we have to make sure we change our hours. So, yep, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. I want yellow in here too. I want yellow for. I want this thing to go crazy. You said I'm getting my day going, about to make breakfast, then painting afterwards. Oh, what you making me for breakfast, Omizu? I mean, what you making us for breakfast? What you making? Maria, did you make something for breakfast, dude? I'm about to stretch some my canvas. 6 feet by 8 feet is the biggest. Is the biggest one I'm doing. So intimidating. Oh, you're gonna have to tell me how that works out, because I've never stretched canvas before. I've watched other people do it in real life, but I've never done it. It looks very intensive. Like you need another person as well. I mean, I've seen, the what's the other videos called? I've seen other people time lapse. I've seen people do time lapse, but I'm like, yo, that's just too much. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's a lot, a whole lot, a whole lot. I need green. I need green. I'm gonna add some. I'm gonna add some lighter green here. Yep, that bird, huh? Yep. So I think most of the time that I do stuff like this, it's important to do trial and error, because the goal is to get, what I say that I want out of it. And sometimes it'll turn into something else, but I'm okay with, it being something else. But I usually try to structure it because, I mean, it's paint, and paint will do whatever it chooses to do when it lands. And so you control, um, how it's presented. So it's interesting. Like it's all just fun. And the fun part is the best experience. So that's what I choose to just choose to have fun with it. And although it's like really technical, It's just painting. It's just painting. So, but I'm adding these like small circular. That bird is going crazy in my ear. I want this yellow. See, give me this yellow. You said that's a full concept doors. I like it. Yes, because I believe when I was a kid, there was an experience that I had with doors, and I didn't realize like what doors actually meant to our reality. So I started watching movies. I started watching things that represented what I experienced, and it all meant the same exact thing. I couldn't change it. I was like, "Oh, this actually means something." When I was a kid, I lived near the beach in New Jersey, and somebody happened to put a door on the beach, and that's what the situation was. So I go out on the sand, and there's a door, and so I was like, well, I'm a kid. Like, okay, okay, this is cool. Like, I've never seen anything like this before. Like, what is the door doing out here? So the door is sitting on the beach flat, and there's a bird on it. And I'm like, even 10 times, I'm like, okay, like, so I'm looking at it. I didn't touch it yet. I'm looking at it, looking at it, looking at it. And then I'm like, wait, the bird's attached to the door. How is this even possible? Now you gotta understand, I'm still a kid. I'm still experiencing new things, and that at its peak didn't make any sense, but it was cool. So I picked up the wing and I tried to pull the bird from off of the door, and the door would not let go of the bird, and the bird would not let go of the door. So they were like stuck together. And I was like, oh, okay. So I pulled a little harder. Nothing. I could not get this bird to be removed from the door. And this is something I experienced, and I was like, wait, that doesn't make any sense at all, and it didn't at the time. So, I jumped on the door, stepped on the door, all that good stuff as it is trying to experience what was happening. I got bored, left, went home, and I came back, and the door was gone, and that was the end of that story. Yeah, that was the end of that situation. But the only thing I wanted to realize was why couldn't I lift the door up, and why was the bird attached to this door? Thinking that both of those were two ways of passage, and that's what that's what the experience was for the bird. Yep. And that's what happened. And I thought that was the coolest thing I've ever experienced. And I've experienced tons of, oh my gosh, experienced tons of things. I've watched things that people will never ever get to see because it will never ever happen again. But that's what I experienced. And so I've always liked doors. I took, when I go places, there's different types of doors. And I'm like, there's always something on the other side of that door. You just have to open it. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Houses have doors, different colors, and there's different people, different layouts, different experiences behind those doors. And that's what I've expressed through that experience as a child, that there was always going to be something amazing that dealt with doors. So this is what I've been doing. I've been creating doors for a while. I create them in my videos. I don't know if anybody ever notices them, but I create them in my videos, and my animations. My animations have doors. Yeah. Yep. Yep. So interesting, right? Isn't that some interesting stuff? And I'm glad I get to share this on like a stream, because I think I did tell the story before on one of my other streams, but yeah, doors are something else. I went to the museum, the Chrysler Museum, in Norfolk, Virginia, and they had a door. Somebody had painted it, and it was like, the complete size of an actual door. It was a painting, and it had attached to it a freaking bird. Like, how about that? I have the picture too. I'm gonna post it. I'll post it. I'll post it later today. Um, I think I already posted it though on one of my posts, but it had a bird attached to it. Well, it was like it wasn't attached to the door, but it was attached. The whole painting, and then it had this bird. So yeah, 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 yeah. So I'm thinking, as a kid that these things. I mean, I knew it was not normal, but for what it was, I was like, oh, okay, well, what do you do? Like, what do you do when you see stuff like that? You tell your parent, they're like, oh, that's cool. Where did you see that at? And I was like, at the beach. And they're like, well, don't go down to the beach no more. Don't go do stuff like that because now they're thinking it could be, something that could be bad and they don't know what it is. And so, yeah, and the door is gone. Yeah, somebody removed the door. It's on the beach, so somebody could trip and fall, try to sue the city or whoever owns the property down there. So, yeah, interesting. I believe it was there for like 2 days, though. I believe that's how long it was, but I got to experience that in a short-lived experience. So, I want this to be greener. Yeah, hold on. You said where I'm doing art, Maria. It's like meditation to me. Super relaxing. Let's go. You got your own studio? I want my own studio. Not saying that I don't have my own studio, but I want like a giant studio. So when I'm sitting in it, it's like I'm perplexed by the walls and stuff like that. You know? But that's cool. I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Those pints. You said potatoes, scrambled eggs, bacon, avocado toast with fruit. Oh, Omizu. Wait, Omizu. Can we uh can we get a plate? Can we get because I was thinking about cooking and making all of that today, but I got lazy and I was like, well, we'll just warm up something that was in the refrigerator from last night. But that sounds absolutely, absolutely delicious though. That sounds super delicious. Delicious. Maria, did you cook too? Did you have? You said I made blueberry pancakes and bacon. It was good, bro. I haven't had pancakes in a while. Why am I not feeding myself right now? I just need a little bit, y'all. Just a tiny bit. That's it. Just a tiny bit of something. I had cereal, and I'm eating Greek yogurt, which I'm not even sure it's just enzymes. It's not really fulfilling. Man, that makes me. I'm not jealous, but I'm not jealous. I'll take what I got right now, and that's something. All right, so because this texture and color here at the bottom is like whatever, I added yellow, white, and red. So once I touch the tip with it's going to translate as um, I don't know, like small. I don't know. it'll crawl. That's what it's going to do. Yeah, that's what it's going to do. So the bottom, looks like an area of forest ground, but because the white and the red mix together so well, it's going to. I don't know. Like I always think of them like circus colors, the white, red, and yellow. But it is what it is. It'll make whatever it wants to do. But these are islands. The structure of these are islands, and I call them triglots. So all of these are triglots. They're plants, but they're also animals. And when they grow, they get heavy and fall off the islands, and they fall into the water, which is toxic, and they become triglots. And the triglots, they mate. They become creatures, creatures, and they mate, and they do the cycle all over again, and they float because they're lighter. They remove their shells and become lighter, and it's a crazy cycle, and that's what they do. And yep, and they become islands again. When they float, they mix together, and yeah, they fall. The cycle starts all over again, all over, all over, all over, and yeah, pretty fun experience, man. Pretty fun experiences. So even at the bottom, I'm doing little tads, little tiny, little tiny. So it looks like they're growing into more plants at the bottom, and yeah, yeah, that's what they're doing. Sorry if you can't see it. I have the canvas turned so I can see it in my perspective and view. You said DLM said it's a beautiful combination of colors. Let's go. I appreciate that. Nobody ever gets to see me paint like this either. It's like every once in a while. Nobody ever really. I mean, people get to see me draw and stuff, but painting is different because not like it's a boring experience, but it's like I don't know. It's more or less like a you in painting. Like you going, I was about to say, let's just say like you driving. Like it's a you in the car type experience. Like nobody will ever get that feeling until they drive. Yeah, that's a better representation of that. But that's what it is. It's like you in the car driving, and yeah, yep, 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 yep. So basically, I'm just stamping, and it's I don't know. Like if you've never painted, like it's you just don't get it. Like it's a cool feeling because everything that you're painting becomes, like your mark of yeah, your expression, your momentum. Yeah. And sometimes they have texture. A lot of what I painted some months back have sensations. So like if you touch it, it will trigger your sensations in your spinal cord, send signals to your brain, and tell you that it's part of my vibration because I made it. That's basically what it comes out to. Yeah. And so when I first experienced it, I was like, wait, I have to share this with other people. And so I had a group of friends come by and they experienced just that. Yep. And that was for my birthday too. Yeah, I had a group of friends come by, and a lot of the paintings that I had were just nothing but sensations. So, yep, 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 yep. This is, yeah. I remember one day I was painting in the dark, and it gave me such a crazy feeling because I never experienced it and never seen it like that before. Like me painting in this form and fashion, I just never did that before, and I started crying because it was so emotional. Like you get to do things maybe once. Like I watched my son being born, and it was such an emotional feeling for me because I never experienced that before. You know, I mean, I have two sons, but I never experienced, my second son being born. I got to watch the experience and, true life become what it was. And that's what I felt. And I was like, wow, you get to experience that more times. Like, so I experienced that during the painting. And I actually was really, really moved by the fact that I make the things that I make. And yeah, it's something else. It really is. It really is. And once again, I mean, I watch other people paint. I watch Amizu paint, Dondrell. Um, there's just like a ton of experiences that I have that I get to live through other people because like what their experience is totally different, and I'm like I only get to see what they do, but it feels great, you know. It feels like you're supposed to be there when you see people creating, like they're giving birth, like they're producing some type of new, creature, you know. That's what it becomes. And I watched Jada. She's somebody in my local area. She paints live. She paints portraits, and I was like, "Yo, that's crazy." She does such a great job painting, and yeah, I'm just so moved by it. But this is what I'm painting at the bottom. Yep. Isn't that cool? Isn't that wild? Oh man, I love what I do. I really do. I 100%. Like I said, I draw every day, but man, that feeling, you gotta people people go to work for other people, right? We always do other um, actions for other people, and which is crazy because I feel like when we do work for other people, that's the feeling that they want, right? They want that feeling of getting the job done. It's the same thing as creating a painting. Like we create paintings, it's the same exact feeling, but they get it because somebody else made it, right? They already have it all set up, like how they want it to go, how they want it to look, blah, 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 blah. And they get it that way, and then they feel good, and then they want to continue that motion every single time. And they do because people make things that they have, that they get to sell to somebody else or whatever the case is. Um, all right, so I'm not going to stay too long on this piece because it is kind of a slow burn for me too. Um, but because I have three other ones, and yeah, I'm trying to figure out how my days are going to be since my son's going to go back to school soon, and yeah, so I'm just gonna try to figure out what uh what my mornings are gonna be like. And it's a really nice day outside too. The mosquitoes aren't bad, the flies are out, but I'm not mad at it. So it's got like a cool, it's like a change of season breeze out here. So I was like, oh no, we got to be outside for a little bit. Like we gotta get some fresh air. Feels like I've been like stuck inside, even though it's warm outside. It's like stuck inside because the heat has been, yeah, the heat's been something else. Yeah. So I'm pulling the paint in a direction, so it's more like a stem, stalk, more like stalks. And then I'll go back and I'll add some type of uh, floor or leaf to it. But yeah, today's a great day, man. Have y'all gotten outside today? Have y'all been able to experience this change of season? Because it's coming. It's definitely coming. And there's nothing we can do but get ready for it. Not one single thing but get ready for it. I already started cleaning the house. I gotta wash all of the windows here shortly. Yep. 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 Turn this around so I can get the top of this. So I can get the top of this. I want yellow in here too. Where's my yellow? I want some brighter yellows. Got some yellow at the tip of there. I'm trying not to use as much paint because every time that I do paint, I use crazy amount of paint. For what reason? I have no idea. I just be wasting paint like I got it coming out of my veins or something. Oh yeah, we can just. You want yellow? I got yellow. Absolutely. Here, let me just. What's going on, bro? You good? Oh, you gotta check some of this weather out, man. It's real nice. I'm out here painting. Huh? What? Okay. Yeah. Just enjoying some of this. One more time?
I've been getting enough weather. I'm good.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh man. All right, so
Did you get anything from me today?
I gotta clean the refrigerator out.
This is my day off.
I just gotta clean the refrigerator. If anything else needs to be done, um, I'm not. I'm not really. Yeah. I'm just trying to prep him for school, so that's why we're up early. Yeah. All right, we're done with this one. Huh? Bro, I was gonna throw it in the. I was gonna throw it in one of the little white linen thingamajiggies and wrap it up, and then throw it in the dryer because I need the fluff to be dry. I want to continue to use it before it becomes moldy or whatever the heck. Yeah. I ended up washing one of the like we're cleaning. I ended up washing one of the pillows, and it tore up in the washer. So it's a old. It's not old, but it's old. It's like 3 years now. So I kind of want to save it until I move, and then yeah. But that was wild, man. I was like, man, that freaking washing machine just tore up my pillow. Like, took all the stuffing out like it was a dog or something. Like, bro, don't do that. Don't do that. That's not fair. It's my pillow. But that shot happened the other day, yesterday. That looks like a mushroom. All right, a few more little tads, little tiny tads, and we'll switch out the painting. I have different colors. I think most of them are pretty muted because I wanted the background to be dark. Not dark, but they came out dark. They came out dark. But this looks good though. It looks really good. Yeah, looks really good. I did, I did good. Good. All right, let me get these. Let me add yellow to this. Put you here, You're, oh, you're not attaching. I need you to attach. 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 When it dries, it's a very interesting paint too because like I really want it to be colorful. It stays colorful, but it doesn't stay shiny. So yeah, I understand why, but there's nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. So we're gonna put this one to the side. Make sure that it does not. Yeah. Let's see. We got. Oh, paint still trying to dry. I guess we'll do this one. Feels like it's gonna rain. Might have to move. Might have to move. Cause it feels like rain is coming down. The rain is coming. It's coming. All right, so we'll use this one. We'll use this one. Oh yeah, so if you guys don't know, I am full of rain and I am an organic painter and creator of many. And so I enjoy like the simple shapes and the idea that we can create whatever we want to based on our use of tools. And I've been using kind of the same tools for the last 2 years or so. And then so this will give me structure for my creativity. And a lot of times I use paint to tell stories. I create cats. I create all different types of. I like the screen at the bottom, but it doesn't want to come out. Yeah, I create stories, sensations, and when I say stories and sensations, like everything has a story in some type of way. And we all have stories, right? Like I'm a story, you're a story, your day is. Oh, it really wants to take it away. No. Hold on. Did you see that? Yo, it was about to lift the whole canvas up and off. Hold on. Whoa. It was about to take the whole canvas. That was wild. See, that's a story right there. Oh my gosh, that was really about to take the whole entire canvas with it. That's wild. I could probably use this green. Hold on. I could probably use this green for something else. We'll start with this. Dang, that tried to get me. That's a first. Tried to take my entire canvas with it. What was that saying? I was just talking, I guess. Um, so yeah, that's who I am. That's what I've been doing for a couple years now. I often do shows um, in the local area. I meet up with people to discuss our themes for. I'm nervous now. I really feel like that poster, that canvas is just gonna blow away. But yeah, like yeah, that's what I normally do, and yeah, and I stream and I paint. I tell stories. Oh yeah, so the stories. What was I gonna? What else did I say? Yeah, it made me lose track. It made me lose track of what I was. Okay, hold on. I have to fix this because the wind is becoming. Okay, so we won't attach that to your page. I thought I had it the first time, but it became. It became something else. I don't know what that means, but it feels like the. It's not going to rain, but it just feels like it's going to. Yeah, it's going to continue to do that because it's weather. Amizu said nice. Let's go. Thank you. Thank you, Amizu. I really want something to eat now. I really want something heavy. I should have. Something heavy. So stories. I guess that's what I was trying to say. I wanted to say something else, but now I can't can't remember what it was. Thanks to the wind. Hear the birds laughing over there. Yeah, so stories. So yeah, each one of us are created to create a story. Has each and every day possible for a story. Blah 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 blah. And more blah. And blah blah blah. Come on, green. There we go. Green. So I told myself because I had a conversation with somebody and for whatever reason I just couldn't organize my words, and I was like, you know what, maybe I need to work on me telling stories, not saying that I made up something, not saying that it's a lie, but just like put the things together to make it like listen worthy, listening listenable, listening, that. And so I've been working on that. I mean, I find different characters that I have, and I'm like, okay, let's just tell a story about it. Let's find out what makes them who they say they are. So when I tell it, I am telling a story. So I can figure out how to organize, structure, and put together. And that's what I've been doing. And that's what I've just been working on that. I haven't told any stories recently, but there is a story that I'm working on right now. Finnegan Swingtail, who's a fox that learned how to control his actions. That's basically what it comes down to. And he goes to different places and he swings. He swings his golf club. He doesn't have a golf ball, Like there's nothing to hit, but the action behind it leads other people to view it as if there's something that is happening, right? Let's just say I'm standing here, I'm painting. Everybody believes that I'm painting, right? But they're like, well, what are you creating? The first thing they're asking is, what is it that I'm creating? And I tell them I'm creating a masterpiece. I'm creating something with color, texture, right? So let's say you can't view it because you're driving. So I'm talking to you at this point in time, describing exactly what it is. And that's the part of what Finnegan does. And so for every person, their perspective of what I'm saying or the action is how they're interpreting it. And so that's what he's doing. Now, granted, I mean, he actually is swinging a golf club, and wherever he's swinging it, he could be on your coffee table, he could be at the top of the building, he could be in front of uh, a swimming pool, you know, he could be at the beach. And all of these places are places where people are watching the experience take place and wanting to be that person doing the action, right? Like, because we watch people do things all the time, every day. They're like, oh, I want to do that. I want to get up and do that. Not knowing what it would take for you to be there, not knowing what it take for you to take that action behind it, to get there, to do whatever that is. And that's what he's been doing. And his name is Finnegan Swingtail. And so he adds these other characters into the story because they all want to be a part of it. It's really interesting because I didn't think of it until somebody said something in my chat, like, oh, you should make him as a character. And I was like, well, how? And then I thought of it, would just make him into, you know, a character who's just swinging. And like that's the whole proportion of our existence. It's like we take our actions and make them into something greater. And people watch that. They're learning from our actions. You know, even if it's me making a cake, or it's me showing you how good I am at playing basketball, or throwing, you know, some type of Olympic sport, something. It all is the same exact thing because we're teaching other people. We're showing what is possible with our actions, and that's just what it is. And so that's basically what the book is coming out to be. And some don't, you know, they don't want to be a part of it, and which is really understandable because, you know, it's not your time to swing. Maybe that's not what you're meant to do here, you know, and it's quite okay because that's what that's what life is about. You can do whatever you choose to do. You don't have to swing. You don't even have to be a part of any of what's happening because, yeah, you are who you say you are, whenever you are, however you deem that to be. And I like that part because I've been all of those on that entire spectrum of situations. I've stayed and watched, I've done nothing, I've been a part of it, I've been the action, I've been the user, I've been the person who coordinates the swings. And it's fun because that's what we're supposed to do. Yep. So that's what his and that's a book that I'm writing. It's really cool. It's really cool. I didn't write anything yesterday, but I think I'm on 46 chapters right now. And the chapters are pretty short because once again, I've never written a book before, so I don't know how chapters work. I looked at it and it was like you can do chapters short, long, however you choose to. So I make them interpreted as like every person's view of the action is a chapter, and you know how they react is the premise of the chapter. So let me let you look at this real quick. Sorry, they're kind of like vines, it looks like. Yeah, I had everybody here. I guess everybody went to go eat their food and stretch their canvas, and yeah, so I'm just telling boring stories about Finnegan's Swingtail. Yep. And the book, I guess, could be for anybody, young adults. If you can read at this point, I structured it that the words are used are a little larger because I want my conversations to be um, a little bit more complex with word usage. The strategy is to teach people that our words are just as powerful, in whatever you use. I mean, there's no curse words or anything like that, but the uses of our words are very, if you're not realizing that we use probably the same complex uses of words because we're not learning anything after we're children, we're not really learning. We're adding, but we're not really learning anything. We say the words, but we're not really learning from them. So, but that's what I was trying to do in the book. That's what I'm going to complete in the book as well. Yeah, it's you being able to take your swing. Yeah, yeah, that's my masterpiece. And hopefully one day I'll read more books. You know, maybe it's not just me writing. I'll read and get more of that because I haven't read in a couple years now. It's really weird. No, I've read um maybe last year. I think it was last year. I won't say a couple years, but last year, my son and I kept reading like nonstop books. I was saying it was a couple years, but that didn't make any sense. We haven't read any books this summer. Interesting. I know I've told stories, but I haven't read any books. Interesting. We might have to start that again for the school year, just to make sure that we're not losing any value to that. Because I would hate for that to happen. So I'm just adding leaves, just yellow, not yellow, just white and red. Just like I said, this is like, yeah, just like a. This is just a part because it's just a door, right? That's how I see these. And just like I said before, like I don't record myself painting these because it's not dry, but it's also not like exciting. Like I'm not jumping up and down. There's not much happening other than the fact that I'm talking until my throat is sore, and that's exciting. But only for those who hear how raspy my voice gets or dry, or because I do have water. Yeah, and I have yogurt too, but only natural ingredients, whatever that means. Like man didn't make that 100% himself. It's like, oh, but it's natural. Got some natural man-made stuff in there, huh? Huh? That's why they don't say man-made. They say natural because you don't know what he put in there. Yep. Yep. Man-made. Only if it's a product. Not want you to know what type of man-made food you're eating. Anyway, so I'm adding these little floor, little leaf into. I always make them super tiny too. Maybe I need the next one. I'll make the giant. I'll make giant leaves so that you can see them from a distance. So you can see them coming. But I think I'm almost done with that part there. this part. So yeah, the doors. Okay, so these are doors. These small 8x10s. I usually sell them as if you want to buy them, but the larger canvas that I have back here, I will attach them to it, and that'll be a part of the story that I'm trying to tell with the painting. Because these are both attached to the same day. I made these yesterday, although I'm painting this one today. But in combination, the other doors that I have may fit this story here, and I'll add that to it. I'm gonna attach them so when people get to see them, they're all together rather than separate select pieces. So I enjoy that part too, even though it's a little time consuming putting them all together, trying to figure out what colors match, but that's what I'm trying to get at. Because I enjoy it, I really do, and especially when I go back and I look at it, you got to do that. You got to do that that stand from the distance and look at it type stuff. That is, yeah, that's the most fun. It really is. Nah, it's more paint. Yep, and I attach them together, and they're gonna be sold as one large piece. And each one on the back of it will have a date. If the date is separate from, the date of me putting it together, each one have a date. It'll say something different. Maybe an expression or something that I was feeling as I was making it. Because this is a whole brand new day. Like this is a school day. We're getting ready for a new season as well. Because when I went outside, I was like, oh no, this season is definitely coming. This season of summer is coming to an end very quickly. So
No.
yeah, I had a lot of fun. I did. I have really good memories. I took a bunch of pictures. We went a bunch of places. So we went a bunch of places. Not too bad, right? Right? Right. These are my triglots. They are a plant and animal all together. That's how I viewed each one of these creations from the past. Yeah. So I'm gonna add just a tad bit of paint here at the bottom because I want it to be an island. So it has justification, so it's not just like hanging plants or it's on a wall, or it has reason. Please stop moving. Please stop. That canvas in the background wants me to paint it so bad. It just keeps inching towards me, and I'm like, I'm not ready for you yet. That's a whole day's worth of painting. Yeah. A whole entire day that I'm just not ready for yet. Not ready for it, sir. All right, this looks good. So we're gonna add some brighter colors. I have whites. In here. I'm gonna add a little bit more whites. Yep. add some red because they look like blossoms. Yeah. Because you mix white and red, and you get blossom. I don't know if anybody ever told you that before, but you're as beautiful as a blossom. Ha! Gotcha. Gotcha. All right, so we're just gonna make some little line work in here. So we can change the dynamic of, like I said, I always think that when I add these little strips, they look like candy pieces or something that you get at the circus. Add some. You'll see what I'm talking about. As soon as I start to add the other, you'll see what I'm talking about. I can add yellow at the bottom too. Because I made it. Yeah. Yeah. And I realize like most people like to buy like the 8x10s because they don't have wall space. So if you're looking for like smaller pieces, I can paint smaller pieces like this, and you can buy them as is. Because a lot of the larger ones don't sell too often because they're really big pieces. I mean, I think this is the 24 or 28, 22 by 28. This is what this canvas back here is. So a lot of people think it's like, oh, it's too much space and you don't have enough to, uh, yeah, to held something like that. Oh, I do have yellow in here. I got yellow. But yeah, but because I put them together, it, becomes a different, becomes something different for people. Ah, stop trying to fall. Let's see if I get more yellow. Oh, I'm not getting that yellow in there now. Okay, well, you're gonna do whatever you want to do there. Let me see. Maybe I have to add. Nope, it's not gonna do it either. Okay. Maybe I'll just add more white. Yep, I'll just add white. We'll add white, and that'll. I could add some yogurt too. I said yogurt because I'm eating yogurt right now. Just thinking about how white that yogurt is. Yep, white works. It's working. I could have added black too. Black does something different when it mixes on top of the other colors. Really broad stuff. Because remember, the only thing I'm really doing at this point is telling a story. That's the structure of creation. I guess destruction too. That's different. I didn't think about it like that. Yeah. I mean, they're all the same. Creation, destruction. They all tell a story. Yeah. 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 Yep. Everybody wants their story to be different. I want my story to be different from his or hers. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm getting out of control. What am I doing? What's happening? Like when this dries, I really want to add. I want to add it to make sure it's shiny, but I don't think I'm gonna get shiny. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get shiny with these. Even though I have it as shiny gloss, it just never turns out shiny. Never, ever. Well, I mean, I can't say never, because it does sometimes when it wants to. All right, I've been holding that for way too long. Way too long. I've been holding that. Oh, and hold this, and hold that. Hold this, and hold a little bit of this, and hold some of that. All right, what do y'all think, y'all? What do y'all think? Besides the fact that I got paint all over, what do y'all think? Is that good? You like it? It's wet. Wet like water. I feel like I should do more. Like that red in the background is different, but no, you said keep moving, just keep going. Okay, we'll just keep going. I'm gonna put this one on the floor. Do I have? I don't know if I have anything to catch this paint from dripping. Hold on. I'm gonna get up and stretch my legs. I've been sitting down. Like, oh my gosh, that feeling when you get up feels so good, delicious. Give me 1 second. What's the capsicum? All right, we're back, y'all. I didn't realize I had stuff to catch this paint. But stretching my legs felt better than just sitting down and reaching for more stars. I could have just stood up to do that. All right, so that one's gonna dry in 6 years. We have this one that's going to. I like this one too. It's got like this little whatever this is here. Um, I don't know. Every time I see like the texture and stuff like that, I don't want to change it. I want to add to it, but yeah, I don't have enough colors. Like white's cool. Let me see. I don't know. It could be anything. I usually have um like a vibrant orange, but I don't know where the orange is. It used to live in the house, but it's probably underneath some type of box or I don't know. It's not in the house anymore, y'all. So let me add some white to this though, because that could brighten up and some red. And I have this liquidy. Oh my gosh. That was not supposed to do that. This right here, not supposed to happen. Look at that. Look what it just did. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are you doing? I'm just gonna paint with it. I don't know why I did that. It's got a little, like a little face right here, though. mistakes. There are zero mistakes. Only different ways of doing it. That's fine. That's fine. Maybe this is supposed to be like a ocean, water, something, 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 something. I did say I wanted to add like larger flowers or flora. So I guess this is the way this is the way we gonna do it. Gotta have confidence in what you do too. You can't just be like, oh, I don't want to do it this way. No, just be confident and just keep it going. Like the worst that could happen is that I make an amazing piece because I have the skill, the thoughts, the acquisition, their alternative movements. Yep. We're just gonna dump a little bit here and there. That's fine. Oh, you know what I should do for the last piece? Oh, I have these. Hold on. I have these little pieces that come in the back of the canvas, and I never knew what to do with them. Hold on, let me go get one of those pieces real quick because I'm gonna show you what happens. You can, yo, I'm telling you, you can control everything by just doing something that no one's ever done before. And they're like, how you do that? And you won't tell them, and they get mad. But it's okay because you made it, and they didn't. Watch this. I'm gonna show you something. Sorry, my bare feet got in the way and almost took everything with me. Giant bare feet. Okay, so I got these, right? These are supposed to be for tightening the canvas, but I didn't realize until I started using them that you can use them for texture. The paint, right? All right, hold on. Watch this. We'll just add all of this. I'm telling you, every reason things that happen are for a purpose. Dump this out. I'm showing you all my key techniques as a master. All right, so watch this. So I'm gonna take the paint and I'm just gonna move the paint. So I'm moving the paint with me. And I only want to do it in one direction because the more of the direction that because I don't want the paint to move any more than it should as I'm doing this. And this creates texture. like vibration, because that's what everything basically is a vibration. Can you see that there's, I didn't mean to color the whole thing, but I guess that's what I really meant to do. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. So this is the vibration that I'm creating. I kind of want to fill in the gaps too, all the way until the end. Yes. Yes. Yes, I got it. All right. Let me see. I'll probably put this back in. Come here. Come here. So, and this will become a, yo, this is like the wildest thing. So this is what I did to my other paintings, and when you touch them, they like they become like a vibration. So you can see that they move. Oh no, let's see. Can you see that? And because there's vibe, and so when people touch them, it sends like a signal to the brain, and it knocked it over. Oh, okay, that's what it did. Can you hear me? Yeah. I can hear you. Sorry. It like really knocked everything over. Okay, so we're just gonna add red. This is the wildest thing ever. And so I'm just gonna paint over top of it. I know. It seems like we don't get to, because I did color over the entire canvas, didn't I? But it's fine. It happens. I have another canvas too that I didn't paint over top of, so yeah, I didn't. It's really wild. There's enough paint. I'm telling you, this is the wildest freaking thing I've ever done in my entire life. And now you'll get to touch it, and it'll have texture. Once I get the paint to drip just a little bit. like staying stuck. There it is. I need to just pick up this paint, but it's too watery. Oh man, it's so watery. Yeah, it's stupid watery right now. It's stupid watery. Gotta get this stupid watery. I want them to drip like water. Yeah, I can definitely tell that the season is changing. Not because it's windy, but because it is. It's not the same as yesterday. Ha! Thought I was gonna say something crazy, huh? I didn't know. I said something perplexing. I'm trying to get the drips. There we go. I wanted to pick up and go with me, but I think it's the tip of the. Hold on, we'll use this one. I think it's. This might work a little bit better. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. So the ground, the widest part of it is the foundation. That's what I really need to happen. And then I'll go back and I'll add the triglots or the flower. But just like I said, when you touch the painting, it'll have like sensation as you're flowing. Like, I don't know if you can see it from this angle, but yeah, it's like the wind's blowing and you get to touch the wind. Ooh, I just hit it right there. The wind is blowing and it feels like you can touch the wind. That's how the sensation is. I got it. I got it. Oh, I love when I make it. I love when I make it. Yep, 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 yep. Yeah, that's crazy. I really like this. I think the green could have been just a tad bit different of a color because it's just like, it's green. It's really green. I'm not sure if it's going to match with the canvas behind it, but yeah. Yup. Yup, yup, yup. I want the streaks to be just a tad bit longer, but I mean, I'm only getting short little narratives there. Need them to be just a tad bit longer. Yo, this is gonna be freaking wild. And just like I said, most of the things that I create are based on sensation. I have a sensitive, um, I don't know what the word is, a sensitive being, entity, and sensitive, yeah, that's what I am. Everybody is, but I'm claiming it. I like sensitivity. I like the senses. So I want to kind of keep going doing this because if I stop, I feel like I'll break the pattern that I have. Because I said I want to do large flora, so each stem will orchestrate that eventually. What's up, life and nature? How you doing? How's your day? How you doing? We're just painting today. Oop, can y'all not see that? Sorry. If you can't see that, it's like in the. It's gonna be upside down though. That's what I'm painting it as. It's painting it upside down. And so this has a sensation. I don't know if you can see the lines in it. Can you see that? Probably. Maybe. Can you see it? Yeah, like when you touch it, it'll give you a sensation. Because I want the signals. There we go. That's a good one. I want the signals so you can feel it. There we go. That's a good one. That's a good one. You said I'm sleeping at now? You said what's the time here? It's 12 o'clock. It's 12 p.m. 12:30 p.m. Yeah, you are up pretty early or late. Yeah, no, this is your nighttime. Yeah, this is your nighttime. Usually my nighttime is your daytime, so I'm glad to be up with you though. Yeah, we get to experience different time zones now. Let's go. Let's go. Life and nature, appreciate you being here. How was your daytime? Your nighttime? Your time? I need some more red. You said, oh, yes, it's 12:30 p.m. It's just the afternoon here. Yeah. Dang, I've been streaming for like 3 hours. Holy Christmas tree, man. It's 10 p.m. at night. Oh my gosh. Yeah, your whole day just went by. How was your day? Did you do anything exciting? Did you take longer walks? Did you drive on? Yeah. Did you get some drives in? I said I still need the red. Where's all the red at? Where's the red? Did you make something to eat today? What'd you have to eat? What was your choice of food? We say, okay, good night. I'm sleeping now. All right, I'll see you in the morning. We'll stream again in the morning for you. Early in the morning, actually. Because in 8 hours, it's only 5 a.m. All right. Thank you for stopping by, Life in Nature. Thank you. Yeah, I think we should make the flowers yellow, maybe purple. Green is a good color. This light green is a good mix of color. It is. I'm sleeping now. Let's go. Yeah, I'll probably have to take a nap after this too. Maybe. I have to clean, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Oops. Alright, so we're gonna finish this up. A few more of these. And then we're gonna add the floral. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Okay. We just need yellow. We could probably add purple too. I never checked purple out. Purple could be something. Add yellow. Hold on, y'all can't see that either. A little yellow. A little bit of white. All right. Let's see if this works though. Oh shoot. Yo, the wind is just not. It might be the chicken.
Yeah.
That's what. For real? It could be. It could be the water too. That purified water ain't nothing to play with. Yeah. It's got 0.000 vitamins in that water.
Daddy.
How do you do that? Okay. Can you go bring me a weight from in the room?
Huh?
A weight?
A what? Seriously, what's weight? What's a weight?
What's a weight? Ask Uncle Bro. Okay. Can you please just... You're still standing there. Can you please go give me a weight?
What does it look like? What does it look like?
There's one right there in front of the door. By the door, it's a weight. You use it to lift.
Oh, a weight.
Does anybody else have children? Because when they do stuff and it's like, are they trying to be funny or are they real serious about it? Because that's what I get from conversations sometimes. That you lift, yes, at the gym, yes.
I can't find the other one.
There's one in the room.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I don't freaking have a clue sometimes. I just don't have a clue sometimes. Oh my gosh. Alright, so let's see if I can. I want the flowers to be like a little bit larger. You're saying stuff, but yes, I'll use that one. Thank you. Okay, now if the wind blows, it's not going to move anything now. All right, I just needed purple. Where the heck did the purple go? Oh my gosh. I'm just going to dump purple in there because that's what I need. I need some purple. I need another color too. So we're probably going to add another color on top of this purple. We're going to need some purple. Some purple, purple, purple. And it's not big enough either. The flower is not the flower. Oh, every time they say flora, I'm like, why don't they just say flower? Right? You ever heard that before? Someone's trying to confirm terms of. Okay, you're just. Okay. Oh, yeah, but every time I heard flora, I'm like, why do they say it like that? Are they trying to say flowers? No, they're trying to say flora. The amount of flower growth is flora. Not flowers, flora. Yeah. I wish I was an expert in that term, but I'm not. So I'm just saying words that sound convincingly like I know what I'm talking about when I say flora. But that's what it is. It's flora. It's the amount of flower. And I'm actually listening to what I'm saying right now as I say it back, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this dude has no idea what he's talking about when he says flowers. Nope. 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 He has no idea what he's talking about. Just keep painting, sir. 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 And the paint. Okay, so that is not giving me. I want. Now they look like mushrooms. Nope, that's not gonna work either. I think the tip is too robust. It's adding color. I just want it to be purple. I need another cut now. I need another cut. Yeah, I don't think the purple's gonna work. I'm gonna add more purple, but I don't think it's gonna work. Because I want it to dab, but it's not piecing together everything that I need. I think the red, did I paint on my face? I think the red and the purple might be good. It's like it just doesn't want to dab the way that I need it to dab. Like I need it to dab real hard. Like the hardest dab you've ever done. Just that's what I needed to do. Nope. 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 Oh, there's a dab. There's one. Oh, that's not like rain. That's not like water. Not like water. Maybe that should be a song. Maybe I should make a song like that. Just everything is about water. That would be a fun music video. Just like all, you know what? I think I'm gonna save that. That's a good idea. Let's save that. YouTube. Let's save that. That's a music video we can make about water. Just tons of people getting water, hydration. No, no, I needed to drip though. Yeah, I thought the purple would do something, but it's not. It's doing more than I would need it to do. Shoot. Hopefully I didn't waste my time on this one. I think. Why do I feel like I want to mess this up though? This is really pissing me off because the purple didn't want to do what I wanted to do, so we're just gonna do whatever I wanted to do, and we're gonna like it. I guarantee it. Now I'm in control. I'm in control of my own freaking feelings. Got it under control. I know what I'm feeling. Got it under control because I know what I'm doing. I'm doing. I got it. Yeah, I got it. I got it. Oh, he's got it. Look, he's got it under control because he knows what he's doing. Got it under control because he knows what he's doing. He got it. Oh yeah, he got it. See, and even when I put that weight up there, so the wind doesn't continue to push the canvas wherever the freak it wants to, I got it. Cause I know what I'm doing. I got it. I know what I'm doing. Yo, that was my song. Make sure you guys catch that up on Spotify, YouTube, YouTube Music. It's called "I Know What I'm Doing" because I got it. All right, so I did that, and I did feel good about it, but the colors are just so. Yeah, the colors. I did all of that, and I still don't like the colors. Oh my gosh, maybe I need to take a break. Maybe that's what I was supposed to do. Just take a break. I'm gonna stand up for like 10 seconds. I'll be right back after these messages. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I'm gonna get some stand up. Yo, I might have to put this under the table. And this messing up my other phone. The table. Oh man. Yeah, now it looks like crud. Now I'm looking at it from a distance. Whatever. Whatever. Yep, that's why only one person is here right now. Yeah, we might. You know what? You know what? I think we're gonna end this here. I think I've been streaming for 2 hours, and I'm cool with that. We'll come back later. We'll draw tonight, and yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll draw tonight. So yeah, and I'll figure out what the heck is going on with this because I don't know what the heck is going on with it. I love the fact that the wind's gone. I want this to dry so bad. Maybe I should have added black. Hmm. Maybe I should have added black to it. The sugar was good though. You know it was good. It was delicious. All right, what we gonna do now? What we gonna do? Yeah, what we gonna do now? I really should add black to this though. That's what it should have been. It should have been black and purple. That's what the color should have been. Because the darker, because I didn't add dark enough colors to that. Yeah, I think that's what it is. But I appreciate you guys watching, y'all. Thank you for being a part of this stream. I made this one earlier. This one's really cool. Yep. You see the little details and stuff. You know, the yellow did whatever it wanted to do too. But I made it. So thank you all for watching. And we'll finish this giant one down here. Wait, let me show you what it looks like too. Because it's giant. Hold on. This giant. Yeah. It's giant. What's out of my way? Yeah. This one's giant. Alright, y'all. We're gonna paint this one. We're gonna add floor to this one too. And yeah, but we'll do that in the next stream. This one still has to finish drying, etc., etc., etc. And so the doors that I'm making right now, we're gonna put those and attach those onto this one. Here, let me show you what the other doors look like. Let me show you. Hold on. Hold on. Put this one back up here. Because this one needs to continue drying. So this is what the other ones look like when they're finished. See, I attached the doors. I attached the doors to the canvas. So these were made in October. Some are different dates. Yep. Cheers at the bottom too. They got little handles on them. Little tiny handles. Yep, but that's what it's supposed to look like at the end of the hole. Yep, those are my doors. Yep, that's what these are supposed to be. These are doors. And I just finished painting this today. Yep. And they'll just be attached to the larger canvases as well. It's not finished yet, so there's no date. But yeah. Yep, that's where we're at. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. If you guys want to buy something, go to my website as well. You can find my website. Why can't I add anything? That's so weird. Here, I'm gonna add my website. Yep. Alright, y'all. Appreciate y'all watching. We'll be back later on to draw. Today we painted this morning, so absolutely having a blast with this. So thank y'all so much for being here and through the windy day, but you know, it is what it is. And until next time, see ya. See ya, see ya.